how the group of you actually met. So before any of you met Mornbreaker, the group of you, you came together, and I'll let you guys work out any like real specific details on your own down the road if you'd like to. But shortly after you guys all came together, you got whiff of and this is of course going straight stereotypical, of an old dungeon. And so you decide to explore it because there's rumors of, you know, treasure, and partly it's just your adventurous spirit wanting to get out and, you know, kill things and steal their items. So steal their riches. So
surrender their booty.
Surrender their booty. So so you guys this was before you did the caravan job, and the caravan job was where you met Mornbreaker. So so you guys head to this it's a dungeon that's actually situated in so you go into this cave, and you know, you work your way in a little bit, and then you realize that it's actually an old Dorvan ruin that's accessed through this cave, and what it looks like is it's an old underground Dorvan ruin that that due to perhaps an earthquake or something, a wall collapsed that you can actually access this Dorvan ruin from the cave. So you're kind of stepping in the middle of the ruin, so to speak, that there's not, you know, you didn't go through the ruin's front door.
The back door.
You kind of in the back door.
That's
everyone's favorite door. And so so you head down and you check it out. Now, so you're going underground, and so so Steelhorn, Zonta, Dorian, and Sage all lack dark vision. Ashley is the only one that has dark vision in this group right now.
Great.
So just be mindful of that you're either going to need to use some sort of magic for light, or you're going to need torches.
Good thing one of us has a spell that can automatically create a flame in their hand that they can hold for a determinate amount of time.
Yep. And isn't the spell light a cantrip?
It produces flame, which is a cantrip, which you can use an infinite amount of time per day.
Right. So you can use that, and that basically gives you a torch, you know, so I'm good with that. And then Jake, do you have light as a cantrip?
No, I have torches.
Oh, okay. All right. So you go down into the cave, and you find where the wall of the cave has collapsed, and you can see through with your torches, and it's obviously not a cave on the other side of this wall. It is a Dorvan ruin, clearly Dorvan craftsmanship in there.
Hey,
and that's
Dwarven.
What's that?
Guess who speaks Dwarven?
Nice. And guess who also has labyrinthian recall? So that's a Minotaur thing that he can remember the path he's taken. Period. Like, he can't forget the path he's taken. So on the bright side, unless I get really douchey, you guys won't get lost on the way out.
You're welcome.
It's actually a super important, like super useful ability, honestly. So, all right, so that's where I'll turn the reins over. So what do you guys want to do? You're at the entrance to these Dorvan ruins from the cave you're in.
All right, so looking in, does it seem to be like it just drops down or anything like that, or is it just like walking right through a wall?
You're walking right through a wall. You're climbing up about 4 or 5 feet over the rubble. And then once you do that, you're on the floor. You know, you're on a regular like hallway floor in the room.
All right. So I'll get up there and I will look around, like, you know, just stay on the edge here and see as far as my torch will let me see. You can do a perception check.
All right. So, I don't remember what the. I don't remember what the light range on a torch is.
I believe it's 30 feet of good light and then 30 feet of dim light.
That sounds right. So, so in your 60 feet that you can see as you kind of peer down the hallway both directions, it looks like a dilapidated, because Dorvan craftsmanship's pretty damn awesome, and but it definitely is showing signs of dilapidation. And so when you look down to your, you know what, Ashley, this is where.
I didn't know if anybody wanted me to use my dark vision.
You can go from light into darkness, and you.
I didn't know if it was my turn.
No, and it's okay. So anytime we're not actively in combat, where we're taking specific turns, it's really free form. It's you guys just jump in with whatever you want to do. So, you know, Ashley, if you want to do something, you know, you just jump in and you say, this is what I want to do. And the way your dark vision works is it's always on. But when you're in the dark, your vision basically just is black and white.
I have 60 feet of dark vision.
So you can see 60 feet in darkness perfectly well. It's just black and white instead of color. So you never need torches, Ashley.
Well, I didn't know. Well, you're doing Jake's thing, so we can wait till after he's done.
Okay.
That's all I was doing was looking.
So I love this because so in the DM screen for this for 5th edition, they've got.
Sorry? Yeah. Yeah, no problem. Hi, have fun.
They've got a something happens table. So it's a D20 if you know if I'm planning or if I'm running something unplanned and I'm just looking for something, I've got a great D20 to tell me what happens.
Nice.
It's an oh fuck table. I need something.
Yeah, exactly.
I want one of those.
All right. So so when you look down the hallway both directions, Jake, in the 60 feet you can see it looks like a relatively unadorned hallway, and you don't really see much. You can see directly ahead of you, you can see a big set of double stone doors, and when you look down either direction, about 30 or 40 feet in either direction, there's a regular single stone door, and they're all on the far wall from you. You can't see anything on your wall, but on the far wall you got a big set of double doors directly in front of you, and then you've got single doors 30 feet on either side of the big double doors.
I'm going to relay that information via Power Word Blob, but since they weren't here. So when I look in, there's a door on each side, like about 40 feet away, left and the right. Then in front of us is a big set of double doors. I'm going to relay that information.
Okay.
All right. So I relay that information to everybody.
Cool.
What'd you say again?
All right. So 30 or 40 feet on each side of us and down the hallway. It's a relatively unadorned hallway, like no carvings or anything special. There's a couple sets of single doors, one on the left, one on the right. And then in front of us is a big set of double doors. That's all I can see.
Okay. Sorry.
I'm sorry. What do you mean?
Watch your show.
All right, I'm gonna, just from where I was saying, I'm just gonna go all the way in.
Sit down.
That's what I did.
All right.
Oh.
So what's everybody doing with that info?
I'm sorry, I wasn't here. I was feeding a dog.
Oh, okay. Quick recap. So Jake looked through into the Dorvan ruin at the broken wall entrance, and directly ahead of him, he can see a big set of double stone doors on the far wall. Mm-hmm. Also on the far wall, 30 feet on either side of the double doors are smaller single stone doors. And that's what he can see in 60 feet either direction.
All right. I'm going to roll my perception check to see if I can see anything that I would, being able to speak, read, and write Dorvan, be able to figure out to identify this place.
Are any of the doors open?
No, they are all closed.
I rolled, would that be inside or either way? I rolled
you can have water.
15.
A 15 on what kind of check?
Either a perception or an insight, whichever I would be using to visually look at and search out something that would be able to identify this based on my knowledge of Dwarven writing and language.
Okay, so you there's not really any like writing. There's some, small tables and things along the walls that look like they might have one time held decorations. It looks like the ruin so far, like just from what you're seeing in this hallway, anything that was here seems to have long since been looted by other people. So there's not really anything you see of value or anything real with writing, except for above the stone doors in front of you, in Dorvan, above the square, it's a big square double door set, and above there it says, the Hall of Dunedin.
Dunedin. Lord Dorvan always named weird, don't you guys think so?
Yeah.
Anybody know what Dunedin?
You're the one that speaks Dwarven.
Well, that's like it says Dunedin. It says this place was Dunedin's.
Now, if anybody wants to make a history check to see if they recognize the name Dunedin, you can do that.
Yeah, I don't history.
I don't have that.
I have a 16.
Now, anybody can make any skill check on your list. The only difference is if you have proficiency, you get your proficiency bonus plus your characteristic. So in this case, if nobody has history,
I rolled a 16.
Mandor does not history.
Can I? So I can?
You can do that. You're like 80 years old. You probably history all the time. You're not that old though, Karen.
Apparently, I'm not too great because I rolled a 2.
All right. And Randy, you got a 16? Oh, okay. So Randy, you vaguely recall local history that that there was a small Dwarven city underground in this area that went by that name. The city was called Dunedin, and it was kind of a trading outpost between the Dwarven cities further underground in the mountains and the outside world. That this served as kind of a trading hub where the dwarves would bring up their goods for trading to the city, and then outsiders would come to the city to buy the dwarven goods and trade. So this was kind of the biggest feature of it was its marketplace or bazaar. That was really what put Dunedin on the map.
All right, I tell everyone.
Power blah.
Yeah, blah power.
Power blah eye. Huh.
Did you get that, Ashley?
I
Roger.
did. Dunedin history. Got it, Roger.
All right, so Sage explains that to everybody. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna push on the doors and see if they open.
The double doors.
Yeah.
All right, make a strength check.
Wait, this is you. I'm like, this numbers don't look right.
Yeah, you're stronger than me.
I'm stronger than you.
It's my strength.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
I failed.
Mine-
I rolled a 1.
So whatever I roll.
You actually, as you're pushing, you actually your feet lose traction on the ground as you're trying to push on this door, and you slip and you smack your forehead into the door in front of
I
you.
laugh
In one day.
I know.
And you
with
take
my pie.
and you take 1 point of damage because you smacked your head on the door.
Randy's doing it.
No.
But yes, it would be a 13.
I just like look and I'm like, anyone want to help here?
Puny humans
Do I
are
have to
puny.
re-roll?
I walk up to the door.
I have to roll like a 1 because I want to go try this.
Oh God. Apparently the gravel there is real bad. I rolled a 5 and then I get a +5 for my strength. I got a 10 total.
Okay.
You in my ass.
The door does not move.
Okay.
Do a perception check on the door, see if there's any like key lock or a mechan, like
You need
a
to calm down. Is what
maybe
you
a
need to
button
do.
nearby or like a lever we got to pull.
All right, make your check.
Oh God. All right, 3.
No.
So
It doesn't
I'm gonna
open
go
that way,
try.
guys.
do I have to re-roll this? I need to roll this. So what if I rolled a 13, Jack?
All right. So
Is
yeah,
that
looking around, Annalise, you take your time, look carefully, and you do not spot any.
She was talking about a strength check to try and open the door.
Oh, a strength check. No, it does not open.
okay?
I'm gonna retry that strength check. I'm gonna back up a little bit, get a little bit of a running start.
All right, and now
First and drag it.
if anybody wants to assist his check, you can give him advantage.
I'll assist.
All right.
All right.
So make your strength check with advantage.
With advantage. So I rolled the same exact thing on my first one.
Roll again.
And I rolled slightly better. I rolled a 13.
No.
I haven't rolled anything over 10.
You get a running start on it, and you slam into the door, and it does not budge.
All right.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go to the side doors and kind of see if those are going to budge.
All right, which side door? Left or right?
I'll go to the right.
All right.
Right or wrong? How about that?
Now that door is about 40 feet away from you guys. Is anybody going with her, or is she going down by herself?
I'll go with her.
I'm going to continue to try to open the door here because I'm not too bright like, and this door's starting to piss me off. So
All
I
right.
guess I will continue to make strength checks until
What can I do?
Can
I
I
strength
use a different door?
strength it open.
There's the other side door, right? There's 2 doors and then the one in the middle.
Right.
So
You guys are
actually-
trying to all go for the middle door.
So that's actually what Randy's doing, Ashley. Randy's going to the door to the right, and she's going to go check it out.
Oh, okay. I go with Randy.
All right.
So just out of curiosity, do I just keep on making strength checks until something either catastrophic happens to me or something catastrophic happens to the door?
Don't ask me, man. That's your call.
Okay.
Can I crowbar the door open?
Same thing, got a 10.
You could try, and actually, Ashley, if you want to give Kyle your crowbar, he could use that, or you could use the crowbar down at the door with Randy.
I'm going to use the crowbar myself because I don't want him touching my stuff.
All right.
So just a side note, I just rolled a nat 20 for my strength check.
All right. You rolled a nat 20 on your strength check. You hit that door so damn hard that it actually shakes, like pieces of the door frame above the door break off and land on the top of your head. The door does not open.
I'm gonna push the other door.
Are there any kind of like?
Fuck this door.
There aren't any like. Is it just pieces, or are there any like holes or anything you can't see through them?
The double doors are completely solid, and Dorvan craftsmanship is so good that those two double doors, you can't even see in between them.
Okay.
And I rolled.
So
I needed to roll a strength check, but I rolled a 18.
okay, so who all is down by the other door? Randy, Ashley, and Jake.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then Kyle and Annalise, are you guys staying down there, or are you going to move towards Randy before I resolve
I'm going to move towards Randy because I'm going to say that kind of scared me stupid or scared me smart whenever I open it. So I'm going to try another door now.
All right. So you guys all make your way down to the other door, which
yeah, let's go hang out.
I didn't have a chance yet
to do what?
with my crowbar. Is it-
On Randy's door?
Yeah,
wanted
it's
to
not
do
my
that-
turn.
Oh.
Okay, Randy got down there first, and she said she just tried to pull it open. So the double doors that you were trying to open, they opened away from you. But the door in the hallway, the single doorway in the hall, it opens towards you, and it has a big handle engraved that it obviously opens towards you. So, Randy, you walk up there, and the door comes right open. This door was not locked or latched.
Is it dark?
How big of a door is this, just out of curiosity?
It's about 6 feet tall.
How wide?
4 feet wide.
Huh?
4 feet wide.
Okay. I should be able to make that.
But yeah, see, you're still medium-sized. I mean, granted, you are pushing 300 pounds, but you're still medium-sized.
I'm 6'7". I'm 330.
There you go. Okay.
I'm a hefty minotaur, and that's saying
Gotcha.
something.
Yeah.
So
If I get any extra strength or anything for using my crowbar.
I think it gives you advantage. So,
In the room, I kind of look at Ashley and I see if she can see.
yep, she's coming back.
She's right there.
So.
So Randy whips this door open, and Ashley, she asks if you can look into the door and see what you see.
Sure, I can. What do I have to roll for?
Ashley, you can actually, you don't even need to roll a check for this. You open this,
See further
and
than us.
the hallway goes about 5 feet in from the door, and then immediately becomes a set of stone stairs going upwards it's a 30-foot staircase going up, and then that's where you can't see like what's at the top of the stairs.
Can I fly using the stair, like using my flying ability and go look around the corner?
Yes, you can. Now, if you, in this case, you can go up there and you can fly. I'm going to say that if you want to use your stealth skill to try and stay hidden while you do it, you're going to have disadvantage on your stealth if you do it while you're flying. Or if you, well, first of all, actually, you know what, babe? Actually, you can't fly in here because the hallway is only 4 feet wide. You don't have room to put your wings out.
They're bat wings.
Yeah, and their size, that each wing is easily 5 or 6 feet long.
Oh, they're big ass bat wings. Okay.
What do you think it was? Like little tiny butterfly bat wings on your back?
I don't know. It was like from Hotel Transylvania. They got a little tiny wing.
You know, that's a good point. I never told you that, but yes, they are like legitimate, capable of lifting a medium-sized tiefling off the ground wings.
I wish they were small now and could do the same thing.
Well, can I go up the stairs sneakily and see if I can see something like clues or something?
Sure. So roll a sneak check.
So,
A stealth check.
Do I have to roll perception too?
At the top of the stairs, you will. So roll the stealth
Do I
or
use
the sneak.
this one?
Yes. Yep. So that plus your stealth skill.
you got her a big. I just realized that. I think I did.
Thank you, Matthew.
12.
12. Okay.
Yes.
So you quietly sneak your way up the stairs, and then at the top of the stairs, now make a perception check.
Do I still roll this one?
Correct.
And that's perception. 14.
Okay, so you can see, because you can only see 60 feet with your dark vision, that the top of the stairs actually opens up, and it's actually a balcony. So on your right, there's the wall, and on your left, it's open air. It's a balcony that looks down over an open area on the left. And this hallway continues the full 60 feet that you can see in front of you. And as far as you can see, that's exactly what it is. So on the left, there's a banister about 3 feet tall, and it looks down over what's below. And on the right-hand side, it's just a flat wall going that way.
Now, is this
Sure.
What's over the and what's out there in the world over the balcony?
So you kind of balcony, and it looks like this is the market. It looks like this was the bazaar, so you see a lot of like shop stalls set up, and they're all kind of jammed in next to each other, but there you don't see anybody or anything down there. It's just these shop stalls. Of interesting note, though, is that these shop stalls look like it looks like there was like a fight or something here, because a lot of these shop stalls are torn down or damaged. Some look like they were burned. There's a lot of just detritus and shit on the floors. Yeah, it looks like something went down here.
Okay, I'm all done.
Okay, now you're the only one up there, so do you want to go back down and tell them what you saw? Or are you gonna... What?
That's Evelyn. I guess I'll tell them that's safe right there on the balcony, and they can come up with me if they want.
Has anyone lit anything so that anyone can see?
Jake did.
I have a torch.
We have a torch. We have one torch. Okay.
Are there any like torches on the wall?
Sconces.
You see that there are sconces for torches, but there's no lit torches on the wall, and there's a couple of the sconces have torches in them, but none of them are lit.
You can light a flame in your hand. Hold
I know, but if I light those,
here?
then I have to just be like.
Do you guys want a torch?
And then when a bad guy.
That's true. Okay, but do I have to roll for that? Okay.
Well, you have to roll to hit the guy.
Well, yeah, but do I have to roll to like light the flame in my hand?
No, not at all.
Okay. So does that help us any if I light that as well?
Yeah, sure.
Visibility.
Yeah, so now you guys have Jake has a torch and Annalise has a torch lit now, and again you can see 30 feet good light and 30 feet dim light. And Ashley, anywhere that torch light is, you can see in color.
Oh, do I have to roll for that, Kyle?
Nope, you can do that. Just magically, just poof.
So I can apparently. Can you explain that, please?
One of her spells is Druidcraft, and it's a cantrip. And one of the effects that she can do is light any torch, candle, or campfire, or snuff it out.
Yep. And that's Kyle's exactly right. It's just no roll, no check.
Okay. So can I do that to like the torches that are available?
Yes, and you want to like just light the torches on the wall as you find them?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. So you at the top of the stairs there's a sconce with a torch in it, so you light that one. And as you look further down the balcony, it's almost to the edge of your vision until you see another sconce that still has a torch in it. But there are a couple torches in between that are empty, sconces that are empty.
Okay.
Well, I'm not carrying this thing anymore. I'm putting it in one of the empty sconces.
All right.
Okay.
So this balcony, when you get up the stairs, this balcony, it widens from the staircase into the balcony. The balcony is 20 feet wide, left to right. And on the left is the banister and the overlook down to the bazaar below. And on the right, it's just a flat wall.
So I'm going to take one of those torches. I'm going to take it. I'm going to go over to the balcony. I'm going to drop it. See how far down it drops.
Okay, so the balcony is 20 feet above the floor below.
Okay.
From floor to floor, it's 20 feet here off the balcony. So, so even as you stand on the edge before you drop it with your torch, you can clearly see some of the stalls below you, but you can't see the dim light. You can see a little further, and you're seeing essentially the same thing Ashley saw. Go ahead, babe.
Okay. Then
Is there
my previous statement and will not in fact drop said torch since I can see the ground below me.
Okay.
is there enough space for me to fly over the market?
Yes, there is.
Can I do so?
Yes, you can.
Do I have to roll something?
No.
I see your stupid mug, Jake.
Just out of curiosity, I don't have my phone because we're using it for this, but in the Explorer's pack, is there not rope?
50 feet of it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there is.
In the Explorers, there is.
50 feet of
I'm
it.
fairly sure there's because I have an Explorer's pack, so I'm going to pull out some rope. I'm going to tie it to said balcony, and I'm going to shimmy down that thing to the bottom, to the floor.
While he does that, I fly over.
Shimmy being a relative term for a 300-pound minotaur, right?
Yeah, that rope would hold you. It wouldn't hold anybody else at the same time because you are big boned, as they say.
Individually, yes, quite.
So it takes you a minute to dig your rope out and tie it off and make sure that the knot's holding. And so during that time, Ashley flies out over the bazaar, and it only takes you about a minute, Ashley, to fly the whole way around this room. What you've discovered is the room is a long rectangle, and essentially you guys are in the one corner. And so the balcony that you were on runs up along this wall. And Ashley, you see on the other side of the room a mirror image of your balcony. There's another balcony on the other side. So putting two and two together, you figure that the other door in the hallway, the single door that was left of the double doors, that was the door that leads up the stairs to the other balcony. And then you also see that the big double doors that you guys tried to come through, you see that they're actually heavily barricaded from the inside. There's mounds of rubble stacked up against the back of the doors. It looks like basically folks were barricading that door using pieces from the stalls and stones. They had busted stones off the walls to barricade the door with. So it makes sense why the Minotaur rolled a natural 20 and still didn't get the door open, because there's probably over 1,000 pounds of rubble stacked up against the back of this door.
So can we assume there was some sort of attack and they were trying to like keep it out?
That definitely looks, that is exactly what you think when you look at it.
Also, I have a question not related to D&D. Would you like to order pizza? Because I'm hungry and I know you're not going to cook right now.
Yes.
On it.
How is that not related to D&D?
I wink like this, not in a creepy way that says, I got you, boo.
Like pizza is inherent to D&D.
Yeah, really. Hey, Jake, have you in Adventure Zone yet? Have you gotten to the episode where they talk about salty snacks in D&D?
Not yet. We're at. They just got to the moon base thing. They got to the Death Star.
Okay. It's later on in one of the episodes because they're an all audio podcast and they record remotely. They all don't live in the same place. So they were, I don't know if they use Zoom or what they use, but they record over the computer to play. And in the one episode, I think it's Magnus, the guy who plays Magnus. You hear him like open a bag of popcorn and start chowing down on it. And Griffin, the DM's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, did your character just open a bag of popcorn in game, you know? And they're giving them a hard time about it.
Can you give me our account details for Domino's, please?
My phone might already be logged into it if you just want to use my phone.
Okay. Coming.
Popcorn sounds good.
And so, I believe if it asks you for the password, it's my long word. Yeah. Anyway, he makes the argument that D&D is not D&D without salty snacks, and it becomes this like 5-minute conversation in the podcast about it. And they could not be more correct. D&D is not D&D without some unhealthy snack in your face.
Yep. One of Jake's making popcorn right now.
We have to buy more though. That was our last bag. What's we got?
Hey, Jake, Kyle is eating tortilla chips.
Salty snacks.
Salty snacks.
We're also making pepperoni pizza for lunch. So, get the double
nice.
whammy.
Okay. So Ashley, on your flight, you make a full circle of this large room. You see that this room from one side to the other is 100 feet wide. From balcony to balcony is 100 feet. And then from the wall that has the double door on it down to the other end is close to 400 feet. And so it's a 100-foot wide by 400-foot long room. And the party is down here in this corner. And Ashley, you do a big circle of the whole room and come back to the party. What you noticed on the far end of the room up here, because the double doors that are barricaded is here, up on the other end of the room, you see another set of double doors that appeared that it looked like whoever was here was trying to barricade those doors, but it looks like one of the doors was forced open from the outside, from the other side. And so the one set of double doors was barred. The other set, they tried to, but it got forced open.
Are there any monsters in this room that we know of?
Make a perception check during your flight.
Shiitake mushrooms. Damn it! 2.
It's a sharp blaster.
All right.
Did you just roll a natural 1 on your perception check? Just out of
No.
curiosity.
No, it was a 2. I don't have any modifiers.
Okay.
All right. So your flight takes a minute or two. So give me 2 more perception checks.
Do I hear anything? Growling?
That rolls into your perception check.
16.
Okay, and 1 more.
11.
Okay, so that 16, that was about halfway through your flight when you were down towards the open door, and you see you notice there's a couple of bodies on the floor, on the ground, appearing to be in various states of injury and decay. And you notice them, like I said, down on the other end towards where the door was pushed open.
What toppings would you like on your pizza?
Jalapeno and bacon, please.
Good choice.
Nice.
Good choices.
Bye.
That's what I can find here.
Do you see Mr. Kyle?
So bodies, but that's all I see.
Miss Annalise?
So I only see, hello, only
Yes.
bodies. That's it?
Yeah, you see half a dozen bodies on the ground. They're all dwarves, dwarven corpses down there, and they're on the ground.
You funny. You funny.
Hmm.
You funny. You funny.
I'm gonna shimmy down the rope too.
Cool.
Big guy gets down.
So this is all taking place while Kyle's rigging up his rope, and then Ashley's on her, well, potentially on her way back to the group.
Yeah, I'm coming back.
Okay.
But Kyle,
All right. So Ashley, you make it back and you land on the balcony. Do you tell everybody what you saw?
Should I or should I keep it to myself? Yeah, I tell everybody what I see about the bodies and then the open door. So if we get over there, we're going to have to go look at the door. And there may be monsters down in the marketplace.
Oh, good. I climb down. Immediately.
Be careful!
Immediately climb down.
Of course you do.
Hey, Jake. Magnus rushes in.
all right. So once Steelhorn makes it down the rope, I'm going to untie the rope and then retie the rope to my grappling hook.
What do you think I...
And then, so we can dislodge it.
It was already in a quick release. Ty. I spent the first 17 years of my life on a boat before I got kicked out. I mean...
Then I'll leave it alone.
Yeah.
All right. So is everybody going down the rope now?
Is there a faster way for me to go?
No, there's no faster way for you to go.
Yeah,
I fly down with whatever Kyle's character's name is.
Steelhorn.
Steelhorn.
I fly down with Steelhorn.
Oh, pizza's right there.
All right. Okay, so you guys get down, and you're all grouped up there at the bottom of the rope, and Kyle collects his rope, quick releases it, and gets his rope back. And so you guys are in the corner, pretty much the corner of the room, and
It's 13 minutes. 13 minutes. What's that for 13 minutes?
I just love this song she's singing in my ear right now.
Somebody put a mini bard in their pocket. I'm not sure who that was.
Pocket Bard. Yours for 3 easy installments of $49.99.
I got it at Fantasy Target.
So,
That's not gonna be quiet now. Evie. Nope. Okay, so you guys are in the corner of the room down below, the corner of the bazaar.
with my shield out, I will stealthily make my way towards the opposite end of the room.
Okay, now do you have? Are you empty-handed on your other hand, or you have a weapon?
No, I'm always have a weapon and it's never in my hand.
You said you have it, but it's never in your hand?
I always have a weapon and it's never in my hand.
Gotcha.
Kyle.
All right, so Kyle starts making his way down the other end of the room. Is anybody going with him?
I will.
I did. I said I would fly down with him.
Yep. Now they got to the floor, babe, and now Kyle's moving towards the open door at the other end.
Oh,
Just
sure,
to
I'll go.
clarify, I did wait for everyone to get down there.
Okay.
And then I released my rope,
Bow out.
hang on back up, threw it back in my pack, and now we're making
Took
it.
forever.
Okay.
I'll go with him.
Something with the way I do the gameplay, so that I try not to bog everybody down with like, okay, Jake, are you going to? And Elise, are you going to? If logically, like the whole group is doing something, if to me it seems logical the whole group is doing something with that person, I'll say, like Kyle says, okay, I start making my way down to the other end of the room. I might say, okay, so as you guys all move your way down, and if you don't want to be doing what I'm assuming you're doing, just tell me. You don't have to do what I'm assuming you're doing. I'm just going to make some minor assumptions to keep things rolling. So
You're going to that big door that's all
I'm going to the big
barricaded?
broken door.
Okay.
okay, are you going up along the wall or are you going up the center? Because basically this big long room has two rows. There's basically 3 walkways through the room along each wall and up the middle, and there are stalls that face all 3 walkways. You know what I mean? Like
I will be
row
going up
has stalls facing both directions.
right-hand one, the right-hand most pathway up against a wall and stalls on the other side.
Okay, so you come down the rope, you get the group together, and then you head up along that same wall that you're already against, up the right-hand wall.
Yep.
Are you just walking? Are you being stealthy? How are you moving?
I am attempting to be stealthy, poorly, and
Intimidate it. Intimidate the stealth.
I intimidate the wall. That's how that works.
All right. You're intimidated with your lack of stealthiness.
Yes, with my lack of stealthiness.
So, okay, so you work your way up. You don't see any, you guys are moving slow. Who's holding the torches?
I have.
No,
Okay,
I actually
and
took
Jake,
it.
you still have the torch?
And
Oh,
I
Jake, you put your
grabbed
torch
it
down.
out of the thing and took it with us.
Gotcha. Okay, so Kyle and Annalise have the torches. Randy has a torch? Okay. And then, Ashley, are you walking with the group or are you flying again?
I'm walking. My wings need to rest a little bit.
Okay. So you guys all walk up. You get about halfway up through the room. So 400-foot long room. You get about 200 feet up into the room, and everybody make a perception check.
I'll roll your perception.
My perception again.
God
What is that?
damn, you're on point over here.
Where?
I got an 8.
Yeah, Jesus.
22.
Damn.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I got a 12.
All right, so
Who
I
got the
got a
22?
I got an 11.
I did.
Randy got a 23.
12, 22.
All right. So
Ooh. Nice.
23.
Rainey got a 23.
Okay,
I got a 22.
here, you hear the sound of maybe like some it's a wood on stone sound. It sounds like maybe something got knocked over or something fell ahead of you in the room and to the left. Like it's out in the middle of the room and it's further up the room from where you are. It's like it maybe came from the center row and further ahead of you.
Okay. Share that with the rest of the group, I guess. Just
You did too.
Like something wooden, something small and wooden falling over or something like that is what you hear.
okay. I would say share that with the rest of the group, since we are the only two that heard Powered Blah.
Okay.
Are you guys still moving or doing something different?
I'm gonna suggest
No, I'm going to keep moving.
Ruby fly ahead and see if she can see things.
All right. And if she does, I'm going to bestow Pirate's Gambit.
Ashley. All right. All right. Ashley, are you listening?
I am now.
Okay. So Randy did you hear what Randy and Annalise heard? The sound?
No.
Okay. They heard, it sounded like wood hitting stone, a small
I did hear
sound.
that. I did hear that.
And so that's like from where you're standing in the direction you're walking, it was like at your 10 or 11 o'clock ahead of you and to the left in the middle of the room. And Randy just suggested that you fly ahead and see what you can find.
I can do that.
All right. And what I've done for you is over the next 10 minutes, I put this thing on you called Pirate's Gambit. It's also known as Bardic Inspiration. So for any check you're going to do or attack roll you make, short of damage, you get to roll an extra d6 to add on to it before you know the result. So if you roll
anything you roll a d20 for in the next 10 minutes, one time you can add a d6 to your d20.
Okay. So I fly over there. What do I do?
How high off the ground are you flying?
How high is the roof?
Yeah.
You guys, whenever you were up on the balcony, you could see the ceiling was another 20 feet above the balcony. So from the floor to the balcony was 20 feet, and then from the balcony to the ceiling was 20 feet.
I'm going to fly at the height of the balcony.
Okay, so you're flying 20 feet up.
I don't want anything to touch me if I fly over top of it.
It touched me!
I don't want anything to like reach up and swipe at me if it sees me go up there.
That's smart. No, that's smart. I'm just joking. It's smart. Okay, so you fly up there. Ashley, make a perception check.
Suck at these.
You did the.
That's why I gave you the Pirate's Gambit.
Do I add my 6 then too?
If you want.
If you want to, you can choose to, but you can only do it once. Okay. So now before I tell you what the result of that is, now is when you choose whether or not you want to add a D6 or not.
I kind of want to know what's going on over there, so it'll be 18 plus 3.
Okay. That's actually good because you would have missed this had you not added that.
Why are your perception checks so damn high, DM?
It's magic.
That's an average perception check.
Yeah.
I am a hostile player. I question the DM at all costs.
Okay, so what you see is actually up there towards where the door was. There was a couple of bodies that you hadn't seen before in the center aisle, and with your perception check, you don't see anything, but you hear low moaning.
Does it sound like a large monster or a little monster?
It's a relatively quiet sound. You just barely pick it up, and it sounds like a low moaning.
Like a dragon sleeping and snoring?
No, not snoring, moaning.
Like a zombie.
That kind of moaning sound. And it's drawn out, like it's going on for 5 or 10 seconds. And you can't pinpoint exactly where it's coming from, except below you somewhere. You know what I mean? Because you're flying.
But I can see in the dark up to 60 feet. So why can't I see it?
You can't, like I'm saying, you can't see anything moving. You see the bodies, and you hear a quiet, low moan.
Okay. All right, so I'm not going to test fate. I'm just going to fly back and tell everybody what I heard.
Okay. So did you see the bodies that you saw there last time?
I don't know. What? Did I see the bodies I saw there?
Down at the end of the room.
Right.
So she did not fly far enough on this one to see all the way to the end of the room. However, the bodies she just reported on were bodies she did not see with her otherwise shitty perception checks the first flight.
Wait, I have a question. Are they fresh bodies?
No, they all look like corpses. You know, some have visible injuries, but they're all in various states of decay. They look like they've been there a long time.
So I have a fair idea where this is going. So I'm going to go ahead and make a religion check.
Okay.
See if I can get anything. It's probably going to have to be fairly high. Okay, so I don't know shit about this, so that's cool. So never mind. I don't know anything about this at all. I got 6 total. So yeah.
Not really doing it for you. Not really anything coming to mind.
Yep.
What is it?
I was rolling a religion check for the probable zombies at the end of the.
Insight became sense model.
What does that do? To see if we know what it is.
Well, Kyle knows what it is, but Mandor probably don't. So I was going to roll to see if Mandor could figure it out, but Mandor's dumb, so he did not.
How do we figure it out?
Can
Walk.
I do that? Can I do that?
Okay.
Because you don't have religion.
Well,
I thought you could.
I'm gonna try to use stealth and move towards it to figure out what the hell is making this moaning sound.
All right.
Or start to.
But I'm going to give you Pirate's Gambit.
All right. So you guys are moving up towards the where the sound came from, where Ashley said she heard the sound.
14 plus my stealth was 19.
All right. Randy, are you going up by yourself then, or?
Yes, that's just what I was going to do.
I want to be a sneaky snake. 15 plus 1.
Okay, so you guys head up, maybe with Randy.
I'm going too.
Okay, maybe Randy a little bit ahead. She's kind of leading the group, sneaking up that way. 22 sneak.
Yeah. I'm a sneaky snake.
Okay.
20 total.
Yeah, so you sneak up, and there's periodically there's from one one of the long rows to the center. So you guys move up a little bit, and then you're able to cross over into the center aisle, the center walkway, and keep moving up. Once you get up, not far, maybe 20 feet up, you see ahead of you. Well, looks like we lost.
Hold on.
Huh?
Back.
There you are.
Lost a minute. My battery was dying.
Oh, all good.
Plugged in.
So you move about 20 feet up the center aisle, and you see the bodies that Ashley told you about. And Ashley, make a perception check.
Can I loot is there anything on the bodies?
Well, you're 20 feet away. Before you do anything else, I'm asking if you can make a perception check.
11.
11? Okay. Okay, nothing new or interesting. All right, so you're 20 feet away. Do you guys move up?
So,
I was gonna make a perception check while we stopped.
Okay. And what was your score?
I did 16 and so 17.
Okay.
Wait, stop. 20. I was on.
Okay. So you notice, you see that there's the 4 bodies that Ashley saw. You see those laying in the center aisle. You notice that the stalls all around are pretty much the same that you've seen so far, where they're all dilapidated, fallen down. Some are burned, some are collapsed. You know, it's pretty trashy in here. And you notice that these 4 Dorvan bodies, they have the injuries that they have look to be mostly like slashes or gashes on them, and some bite marks.
What check would I do to know what it was that attacked them?
Knowledge.
Knowledge.
There's no knowledge check anymore.
Nope.
Just a general intelligence check, I guess.
Oh, there is no. Okay, then make a.
Maybe wisdom.
You could well, actually, you can just make a straight intelligence check.
Oh, intelligence.
Yeah.
So,
Pirates.
intelligence, and then if intelligence, you have you can add your proficiency if you're proficient in intelligence.
What?
I got a 17.
Okay. The bites you see, they don't look necessarily animalistic. They look like they're more from blunt teeth than large, sharp, toothy maws. And they're relatively shallow bites. Like, it's not like a huge chunk of something's missing necessarily. And so it does not look like it was a carnivore that was biting these corpses.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is there any stuff on the ground that I can take, like loot or coins or weapons or money or?
There's nothing in the stalls that you've walked past. What you do notice is, sorry, DM headache, grabbing an Advil.
Those overalls are killing it, man.
Dude, I love my bibs.
What's that on?
These are my... And Ashley always makes faces just like that one right there.
I'm just saying I'd wear them.
I might be lagging out. Are you guys still with me? Oh, yeah. Dude, I love my bibs. They're so handy. Ashley, you don't notice anything like gold or anything like that. It looks like this place was picked pretty clean. But the on the up next to one of the bodies, there's two daggers on the ground next to one of the bodies. If you want to grab those.
Is there anything fancy on them?
No, they're just plain daggers.
No, I don't want those stupid daggers.
That's like a point out. You can throw daggers, especially as a rogue.
I had to.
You want two more?
I get. Okay, I'll pick them up.
Expendable ammunition.
Hey,
Yep.
so would I be able to do like a nature check to give any other kind of evidence about like what kind of attack it was?
Absolutely.
Okay. I probably don't know anything. I rolled a 5 plus 3, so an 8.
Okay. No, you're not sure what did this what did this damage to them. Oh, thanks, babe. Hey, do you have both of the big D20s in there, the purple one and the green one?
I don't have a green one. She only needs the purple one.
She snagged it from me. It's fine. We don't need to find it right now. I was just curious. Okay, so let's see. Okay, yeah. So Ashley, as you get up close, you're about 10 feet away when you see those daggers next to one of the corpses. Do you pick up the daggers?
Yes, I pick up the daggers, and Evie's bringing you your 20.
Oh, thanks, baby. as you get up there and you pick up these daggers, the dwarven corpse in front of you starts to move.
Motherfucker.
And,
can I just stab it in the face?
yes, I'll give you a surprise round on it. What the one right next to you that you reach down to pick the daggers up off the ground from, when you reach down and pick up the daggers, it turns its head towards you and growls and moans like "Argh!" and starts climbing to its feet. So you can take one. I'll give it just to you. I'll give you one surprise round against this one, and any attacks you have on him have advantage this round because he's trying to stand up in front of you.
Do we see this?
Yes. Yeah. Ashley walked about 10 feet in front of the group to pick up these daggers.
Okay.
So
Can I just the dagger and picking up? Can I just attack him with it?
yeah, so you pick up a dagger in each hand. You can attack with those daggers if you want to.
Okay, so do I roll 2 rolls?
Yep. So you just roll them. Actually, you're actually going to roll 4 times. You're going to roll twice for each attack because you have advantage.
Okay, so this one.
Yep.
14.
That's a
Is that what
hit.
you're starting on proficiency bonus?
15.
Hit. You hit on your first one, so you didn't have to roll again. So you hit.
Jake.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Jake.
What'd you say?
Were you adding in your proficiency bonus and your dexterity modifier?
Oh, no.
Yeah, that goes
Well, you hit anyway.
Okay.
But
That on your character sheet, babe, where your weapons are, it says attack bonus, ATK bonus.
Oh.
And so whenever you see if you hit something, you roll the d20 and you add whatever that attack bonus is.
So it was 19 and 20.
Yep. Okay. So you actually, this thing starts to stand up and you, what the shit? Good. And you stab it with 2 daggers. So go ahead and roll your damage with daggers.
1d4 plus
All right.
30.
5 and 4.
All right. 5 and 4. Okay. Yep. So you stab him like right in the back because this thing tried to stand up, was pushing itself up off the ground to stand up. And to back up, do you want to move away from it or do you want to stay
Did
there?
I kill it?
No, it's still getting up.
I didn't get my sneak surprise attack, though. I only rolled
No,
it
you
twice.
didn't. In this case, you didn't get your sneak attack because he knew you were there.
But you said I have to roll 4 times.
That was for your advantage.
Oh, okay. I understand.
But you hit on your first 2 rolls. You hit. So
I'm going to back up then.
okay.
I'm going to go back with the group. I'm going to step back really fast.
Okay. And now, whenever you are in melee range of an enemy, if you back up out of the threat range of that enemy, they get an attack of opportunity against you. Now, in this case, he's trying to stand up, so I'm going to give him disadvantage on it. But he's going to, when you back up, he's going to take a swing. Right. Oh, okay. Well, good thing I gave him disadvantage because his first roll is a natural 20, but his second roll is a total of 8. Does that hit you?
No.
Okay, so he takes a swipe at you, but he misses and you back up to the group. So now everybody is about 10 feet back from this zombie. And then the other corpses you see, the other 3 corpses are on the other side of the zombie that's standing up, and they're also starting to get to their feet. So everybody roll initiative.
I got 20.
Nice.
I got
I got a 23
What are we rolling?
for initiative.
Oh, so. Sorry.
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
When the one next to my armor class is initiative, it says +2. What does that mean?
That means whenever you roll an initiative, you roll your d20 and then you add 2. Actually, it should be +3 because you have a +3 dexterity. I must have missed that when I
I
updated.
rolled a 23, but I rolled a natural 20.
Okay.
I also rolled a natural 20.
Nice. And so you both have 23s?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. And Annalise, what'd you get?
Sorry, got an 18.
Okay. Jake?
15.
Okay. Randy?
15.
Okay. So Kyle and Ashley, just roll a straight d20 and we'll see who goes first.
13.
12.
Okay. So Kyle, you're up first.
Can I change this, Jack?
Yeah, you can change it in your PDF file or you can just write on your printout. Because, babe, what I'm thinking for you is every time we play, you can just, if you've updated your character sheet on the computer, you can just print out a new one. So, Kyle, you're up first.
Yeah, so I'm going to move forward in an accelerated manner, drop my head, and the one that already got a couple of puncture wounds in its back, I'm going to go ahead and gore it.
All right, so just as he gets to his feet, you charge in.
I have a quick question. I'm sorry to interrupt.
What's up?
When I pick up the 2 daggers off the ground and attack the guy, did I put them away? So I have 4 daggers now?
You're holding those 2 daggers.
Okay. So I have 2 in my pockets and then 2 in my hands.
Yeah. So now you have 4.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So I rolled a 16. Hit. Okay.
6,
I did 11.
10.
All right, 11. All right, great.
And then I'm going to push them.
All right.
Get more bonus. Why have and not use it? And I got a 16 on the die for a 21. Opposed.
All right. Yep. You push him, and you've got 20 feet of movement left if you want to push him up to 20 feet.
I'm just going to push him into another one.
All right. So about 10 feet behind this one is another one straight behind him. So you bore this one, and you rush him straight into the next one.
Yep, absolutely.
All right. And so the one behind him takes some bludgeoning damage from his friend getting run into him, and I'm going to say it knocks both of them to the ground because they hit each other.
You know, it actually specifically states in my my bonus thing that it cannot result in a prone.
Oh, okay. All right. So you push him. You push him back. Thanks for the clarification. So you push him back into his friend, and the bludgeoning impact deals them both a couple extra points of damage. And they stay on their feet.
Apparently. That's it for me.
That's it for you. All right. Next, Annalise.
Okay. I'm close enough in range to use know it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Or I need to step up there.
No, you can totally
Okay.
take that straight to the face.
Hopefully.
She's funny, Daddy. She's funny.
Yeah.
I'm going to produce flame, hopefully.
Nice.
Ooh, 19
Plus 3.
plus 3. 22.
Gonna assume the 22 hits there, guys.
Yes, 22 hits.
That's all written down.
Get down, please.
1 fire damage.
Oh, you were really, really tiny. 15?
Yep.
15. Two.
She deals 2 fire damage to said zombie.
It's a quality check. All right. Okay. All right. So you hit him with some fire, and he smolders for a minute after you hit him, but he does not burst into flames. He doesn't ignite, but he obviously takes the fire damage. Okay, Jake.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
And the only classes that get additional attacks, it's actually a class ability. So if your class doesn't give it to you at some point, you are forever limited to 1 attack action around.
Okay. But you can still take a move action, and then you can get a bonus action.
Right. Right.
Okay, cool.
All right, Jake, you're up.
Are the zombies all kind of clustered up? How many of them are there?
There's 4, and they're spread out over. Well, they're relatively close together. So, especially because Kyle just pushed 2 of them together. So there's 2 standing right next to each other, and then 10 feet away, there's 2 more standing next to each other.
All right, the 2 that are standing next to each other that Kyle is not near, I'm going to move up within. How far can I move? All right, within 15 feet of them, and cast Thunder Wave.
Yes. Okay.
All right, so they need to make a Constitution saving throw.
All right. Not necessarily a zombie's strongest suit.
No, not quite.
I mean, they don't have to beat much.
Okay, so there's 2 of them that are affected by your spell. One fails, 1 succeeds, or one has a 14 and 1 obviously fails. Does
Okay,
the 14 save?
It does.
Okay.
So here's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to push them both, like the way I'm angled, because it pushes them away from me. So I'm going to push them towards Kyle's group. That's the whole idea.
Now with Thunderwave, I don't think it specifically goes into detail in the books, but I interpret it, I guess, that you're basically pushing away from you.
No, it does damage. Yeah, and it pushes away.
Oh, so what you're saying is you want to slide around to the side to try and Thunderwave these 2 closer to their friends?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. So you move out. Kyle, from where the party was standing, Kyle and his 2 are on the right. So you flank left, and then you Thunderwave those guys back towards Kyle.
Yeah.
But Kyle, you're outside the reach of the spell. You're fine.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
So.
All right.
So
1 succeeds and 1 fails.
Okay, so basically they're going to take 2d8 thunder damage, and are going to be the ones that failed are going to get pushed 10 feet, and the one that saved is only going to take half as much as damage.
Okay.
So, woo! All right, so 16 damage.
Yeah.
I just rolled 2 8s.
Damn, dude. All right.
16 damage, and the one that saved is only going to take half as much damage and not get pushed.
All right.
And I was at the absolute furthest range of it.
Right.
So they were 15 feet away from me when I did it. And of course, you hear me just like give out this deafening shout, and it sounds like thunder going off when it happens.
All right. Okay. All right.
Thunderous boom. Everybody can hear it. Like anything within 300 feet heard that.
Right. Okay. So now the way you pushed him, Kyle actually is adjacent to 3 of them.
Okay.
And then the other is 10 feet from Kyle on the other side of one of the zombies that's adjacent to him.
Can a zombie be bloodied? Or a skeleton?
It's tough to tell.
Right? They're already kind of bloodied.
There's not really much liquid blood left to observe.
More of a jelly effect.
But two of the zombies are looking pretty rough. One's not too bad, and one looks pretty good.
And that burns up one of my spell slots. I have one more.
All right. So then, yep, one spell slot. Now it's okay, and it's Randy's turn.
Yeah, I'll attack something for you. All right. You want to attack one that's already grievously wounded, or do you want to pick out another one? All right. Which one is not hurt? She wants to attack that.
They've all taken some damage, but the least damaged one is the one that Kyle pushed his friend into.
Oh, she's going to put a bow and arrow right through it, so.
All right.
All right, that's going to be a 23 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
And she is going to do 6, 7, 8, 9 damage.
Okay. And is she going to stay there?
You want to move, honey?
Move?
Does she need to move?
She doesn't need. I mean, you're about 15 feet from the zombies and Kyle, so.
You can move if you want to. She's fine.
Okay. Ashley, you're up.
Okay. How far away are they?
15 feet from you.
I'm going to take out my short bow and put an arrow through the one Randy just did.
All right.
Is that okay?
Yep. So roll your attack and add your attack bonus to it.
Evie, where's my dice?
I do the dice.
Useless.
I think she took the green one and gave me the purple
I roll a
one.
d20, right?
Yep.
Yes.
We ordered pizza too.
Look, I almost had pizza.
22.
That hits.
Do I have to roll damage?
Yep. Now you roll damage.
I think a short bow is a D6, right?
7.
7. All right. Actually, you put one right through the friggin' side of this thing's neck, and it looks almost ready to keel over.
That's right.
Again.
Yes.
I guess I'm done. I don't know. Sure.
They didn't die again yet.
Right.
You can't really tell because I don't know who's right below us, but I'm pointing right.
That's Jack.
Oh, yeah. So I'm up. The zombies are up next. So there's 3 zombies adjacent to Kyle, and the 4th one walks around. So essentially, Kyle, they're from the orientation of the whole party, looking at this thing, you charged forward, and now you have one in front of you, one behind him, and then you have one on your left that got thunder waved next to you, and then one at your 10 o'clock that was thunder waved into that position. So you have 3 adjacent.
Gotcha.
For you have 9 o'clock, 10:30, and 12 o'clock, and then you have one behind the 12 o'clock guy. So the one behind the 12 o'clock guy steps up to your 1:30 position, so you have 4 around you.
Yep.
The one that made his saving throw on the thunder wave did not get pushed. He only took half damage.
Oh, you're right. So that one is 10 feet to your left. So actually you have a 9 o'clock zombie, a 12 o'clock zombie, and then a behind the 12 o'clock zombie guy. And then
one
and so the one that was 10 feet away, actually moves towards Jake.
Okay.
And he has just enough movement to shamble over to Jake. Jake does a 15 hit you, Jake?
Yes.
All right. Jake, you take 4 damage.
All right. I take
And now, all right, and then the third one steps up to you, Kyle. So 3 zombies swing at you. Does a 15 hit you?
A 15 is my AC.
Okay, so it does hit.
Okay.
Does a 12 misses?
12 misses. Yep.
And a no. Okay, and that hits. So 2 of the 3 zombies connect with you, Kyle, for 3 damage and 5 damage. So 8 damage total.
Okay.
Now you guys started all this thing with full health.
Right. Yeah. No, I got that. We're good.
Okay. All right. And that is it for the zombies, and now it's Kyle.
I have the one that I hit, who's looking not so great, but not super terrible. Which one is looking super terrible?
The super terrible one is the one that was the one behind your 12 o'clock zombie that moved up to your 3 o'clock. He came up to your right hand side.
Okay.
And that dude is pretty much on his last legs.
Okay. Can I take a step around the guy who's in front of me to make a line between the guy who's in front of me and my 3 o'clock?
Yes. So the zombies around you right now are at 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and 3 o'clock.
Right. So I'm going to essentially step between 2 of them.
Yes, and the one you're stepping away from will get an attack of opportunity if you do that.
Okay, now we'll do that.
You are or are not?
I am going to, yes.
Okay, so attack of opportunity. These fucking zombies, man, they're rolling amazing right now. No, that's a 14, so misses.
I will attack said 12 o'clock zombie with a gore attack. Does a 21 hit?
Yes.
Okay.
It's not a fill campaign.
Right?
The zombie breaks out his dance moves. Ha! Dodge.
I'm going to do 5 damage to him and push him into the terribly fragile zombie on the other side of him.
All right.
A strength check of natural 20.
Yeah, you win. Okay, so the one you gore, he's now looking really rough.
Right.
And you push him into the really shitty looking one, and the shitty looking one takes some damage, but somehow is still on his feet.
Okay. Took move, took attack, took bonus. That's all I can do. Yeah.
What, Ashley?
All right, Annalise, you're up.
All right. So which is the one to throw? Sorry, because it's hard to do whenever I'm so. Which is the best one to throw the thing?
Probably this guy. That's right. Unless you want to do Oak Trimmer and move. You could do that. That would be funny.
Do what?
Earth Trimmer.
How do I do that?
You would step in the center of so we have 3 clustered right around me, and then one how far away?
One that's 20 feet away to the side in front of Jake.
Okay. So you could
Step in front of the 3.
you wouldn't have to get real close. You could just get within 10 feet of them and then do that.
Okay. So I'm gonna get within 10 feet of the 3 cluster and do Earth Trimmer, which is just.
It's a Dex save.
No.
Zombie forte.
Well, zombies are amazing at that.
Yeah.
And you can actually get all 3 without getting Kyle, because Kyle is basically on the other side of those zombies from you right now.
Crash.
8 plus 3 plus 2,
Now, actually, that's an area of effect spell, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
So you don't need to make an attack roll with that. These guys just have to make saving throws, I think.
Okay, so what is the saving throw against?
So the saving throw is Annalise's spell DC, which should be 8 plus proficiency plus her spellcasting modifier, which should be wisdom?
13. It's 13. Weirdly, you rolled a perfect.
13, okay. All right, so these guys need to beat 13, and they have a -2 to dexterity saves.
Yeah. Oh, thank God.
Nope. Yes. No. Okay, so one zombie succeeds, and this is what, to prevent falling over?
Prevent prone, and then taking 1/2 of a 1d6 damage of bludgeoning damage.
Only if they fall.
You take, so if you fall, you get the full 1d6. If you don't fall, then you take 1/2 of the 1d6.
Gotcha. Okay, so one zombie falls, and he falls so badly the neck when he falls.
Okay. Oh my.
Oh,
That one.
Yeah, he's done.
Oh, yeah.
Another zombie fails his saving throw and he falls. So
Right.
how much damage does he take?
2.
2 damage.
Roll? Yeah, roll. Sorry. 4. Pardon me. He takes 4 damage.
All right.
Yeah, sorry.
And then one of them succeeds. So how much damage does he take?
He would take 2 damage, 1/2 of the 4.
Okay.
And so that entire, a 10-foot radius around Zonta right now is all considered,
Rough
what
terrain.
is it? It's terrain. It's
Rough terrain.
rough terrain, yes.
For how long?
Yes.
For how long?
I'm not sure. I didn't look at the duration.
And so actually, even though the one succeeded on his saving throw, he still took enough damage to die. So,
Again.
so Kyle, there's only one zombie still on its feet, and it's the one right in front of you. And then Zonta, you're about 10 feet away from that zombie.
Okay.
That zombie's in between you and Steelhorn.
Okay.
And then there's one zombie who's still looking pretty healthy over in front of Jake. And now it is Jake's turn.
All right, so I'm going to attack with my rapier, which is
that is forever. It is considered difficult terrain until cleared.
You literally like broke the stones around you.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Nat 20. Hell yes.
Nice. And the way I like to do critical hits is I like you to roll twice as many dice.
all right. So that's gonna be 5, 10, 11, 12. That's gonna be 12 damage with the rapier.
And then you can add, well, no, sorry. No, you can just roll, you can do either way you want, whether you want to do twice as many dice or just double what you rolled.
I like twice.
And you do, the way I do it is you do get twice your bonus damage as well. Like it's a full double damage.
So 14.
Okay. All right. So actually that is just enough. You pull back, and when you lunge forward, you see a perfect opportunity, and you stab this son of a bitch right through the eye, pull it out, and he drops dead in front of you.
With a
He
4.
had precisely 14 hit points remaining.
Well, damn it, because I was gonna shoot him with my I'm gonna shoot him with my crossbow anyway.
Well, why don't you do it? Yeah, okay.
Okay, because I get the double attack on that. That's gonna be an 18 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
You hit the dead again zombie.
I'm taking my crossbow bolt out.
Hey, Jack, not to interrupt, but I have a question. So, if Zonta can, like, light things on fire, can she, like, for example, light, like, Randy's arrow on fire before she used it?
How does it read? What? Is bonus action time hand cross?
Yes, you could. Because yes, you know what? I'll say you can, and because it's magic, even though it's a regular arrow, I'll say since it's magic fire, because normally for a flaming arrow, you actually need an arrow with like a rag and oil on the end.
Right.
Or else, like, if you just light a wooden arrow on fire and shoot it, the fire's going to go out when you before it hits the target. However, since this is magic, I would say that yes, if you use your action to light an arrow on fire for somebody else, that as long I'll say they have to shoot that arrow on their next turn, or the arrow burns up. But if they hit with that arrow, it deals. We'll say 1d4 bonus fire damage.
Okay.
All right. So here's my question. Minor retcon. Was anything still alive? Because as I understood it, that was the last one.
There's still one over by Kyle.
Okay, because I can use my bonus action to shoot this thing at the one at Kyle.
Yeah, go ahead. You can do that instead.
Okay.
You can retcon that.
Same roll or roll again?
Just roll again.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna miss.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna get like
how bad of a roll is it? Because these things suck.
It's an 8 total.
You hit.
Oh, shitty for him. And I will do 6.
That's
7 damage.
6 total.
Okay, so actually, Dorian, in amazing kung fu pirate fashion, you with one hand you stab the zombie in front of you through the eye, kill it, and then you spin around and shoot your hand crossbow at the one in front of Kyle, and you hit that one in the side of the head, and it falls over dead.
I'm not getting that crossbow bolt back. That's disgusting.
You don't want that. You don't want that.
All right, that's it. That's all 4 zombies. Dead skis.
All right. I will. I'm going to assume that all of their worldly possessions have been rotted and or destroyed, either prior to or during the battle.
I think Ashley.
We'll say there's we'll say you find one long sword that's in decent shape, and one hand axe that's in decent shape. Everything else is garbage.
Can I search the market stalls for any money in any of like cash registers or anything?
Yeah, you can look around. All the stalls you've passed by so far they're either stripped bare already, like somebody else looted them already, or they're too destroyed and you can't find anything in them so far. So as you move forward, if you want to do this some more, you can keep looking.
Okay.
I was looking for identifiable things, reasons as to why it's previously a prosperous.
I just want to.
What's that? You know what's funny is Ashley's playing this like pseudo kleptomaniac rogue, which is when we met John, that was the kind of character I was playing when we were gaming together for the first time. Was we were playing Pathfinder, and I actually hadn't played a rogue in years, so I was like, yeah, shoot, I'll play a rogue. And so I played him up as this total, complete klepto, like stealing everything. I was making a sleight of hand check at least every 2 or 3 minutes. But okay, so are you guys ready to move forward, or?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That the bodies
you move into the back towards the end of the room, and the couple of the couple of corpses that Ashley spotted on her first flight that are down by the open door, those corpses are still on the ground there by the door.
Anyone want to check those?
Are they in the
And Ashley, you said you were looking as you went, so I'll on the walk.
Go see him. I'm going to see him. So.
Oh, what kind of checks can we do?
For what?
Like to just see if there's anything else on them? We already do that.
No, yeah, these are different bodies.
No, they're not.
Yes,
You
they
said
are.
they're the bodies.
That you saw previously, as we move down further. They're not the ones that we just fought.
I know that, dear.
Okay. And I don't
That's
know
what I'm
where
saying. I'm saying, like, can we check them for anything? What kind of role
Well,
is
the
that?
last dead bodies that we rolled up on jumped up and attacked us. True.
Exactly.
Maybe we should not poke them.
Our pizza is on the way, babe.
We started a trend. What? We started a trend.
On the way.
Is there anything particularly large and spherical around us?
Spiritual?
Spherical.
Oh, spherical.
Yes.
Why?
There are some wooden barrels. You see a couple of wooden barrels that are mostly intact.
Okay. Are they full of anything?
Nothing too heavy. It looks like like they might have had like some vegetables or some textiles, stuff like that. Nothing abnormally heavy.
Would like to fill one with rubble.
Okay.
They can get excruciatingly heavy.
That way.
All right. So it takes you about 5 minutes, but you get one of those barrels, the best looking one, and you fill it up with some rubble from the stalls. And
They can get about how
this barrel probably weighs pushing 100 pounds.
fantastic. Okay. I'm going to pick up and carry said barrel to within 10 feet of the dead guy and throw said enormously heavy barrel on top of said dead guy.
So you're pushing the barrel on the first one?
Well, it's more of a putting about 10 feet of distance between me and him.
Okay, make a ranged attack roll, and whenever you're throwing items, unless it's a finesse weapon like a dagger, you throw with your strength as your attribute. So your attack and damage rolls are going to be your strength.
That fails. Max out strike.
Not the greatest throw I've ever made in my life. 9.
You have advantage on the throw.
I rolled the exact same thing twice in a row.
All right. So what was your total? 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, you chuck this barrel about 10 feet one of the bodies, and nothing.
All right. I will move forward then and examine said bodies.
All right. These are also Dorvan bodies. These ones appear to be a little more mutilated than the last set, and none of them stand up and try and fight you. The injuries on these ones are more serious. Some have head injuries. Evie, hey, shh, it's quiet. No, we're not watching TV. So these ones don't stand up or fight you or anything. They're corpses. You don't find any gold on them or anything like that. One of them has another hand axe, and then one has a Rosie, shh, on your bed. Rosie, bed. But there's no other loot on these ones other than one hand axe.
All right. Well, I just doubled the amount of hand axes I have.
Hand axe is good for throwing. All right. Okay, so you guys are, what's that?
I currently am working with 6.
All right. I'm going to expend my last.
All right, and then now
word on
how this works.
Was that Jake?
I'm going to cast Healing Word on you. It's my last first level spell slot.
All right. How much is that healing me for?
Seven total.
7 total?
Yep.
Give me the wrong order.
All right.
See what the.
That's almost full health.
Healing Words, I was like, you got this.
Yep.
You're going to be okay.
Right.
Yep. One has bacon and pepperoni, and the other has jalapeno and bacon on your order.
You know what? You're
Yeah.
right. I do got this.
I'd say, yeah.
Take a long rest. I get it all back.
All right. I'm going to take a 2-minute break here, everybody. If you need to use the bathroom or whatever, I'm going to call Domino's and give them hell.
Actually, I think it's about time for us to go. We got visitors coming over.
Oh, okay. Well, then you know what? Then we can wrap up here real quick. So, well, just one last thing here. So you guys, you move through that open door, and Evelyn,
We're wrapping up.
quiet. I will get you pizza in a minute. You need to wait, sweetie. Go see mommy. Mommy has pizza. So you guys move into the next room, and it's actually like a large. In through these doors, there's another set of double doors, and they lead into a room that has what looks like a large bank vault looking vault door on it. So Ash,
I thought we were wrapping up. I thought we were done.
oh, I was fine if you guys don't want to go into the vault room that has treasure in it.
All right, I'll pick locks.
This is all we're gonna do. We're just gonna do the treasure and call.
Over here now. What am I rolling for?
So you're gonna roll. I think it's I think it's actually sleight of hand. You're gonna roll sleight of hand, and with your thieves' tools, you have advantage.
12.
Did you roll twice?
No.
You have advantage. You can roll twice.
Yep.
9.
Okay. Well, with a 12, you manage to pick the lock on this locked door, but it's a pretty heavy door. So it takes all of you pulling on it to swing this stone door open. And on the inside, you find
Because I want to.
Inside you find a chest that has 100 gold pieces in it.
There we go.
So everybody gets 20 gold pieces from the chest.
I gotta look it up. I don't know how much gold you have.
And all right. And now for your magic items. or well, other items. All right, so let's see, potion of healing, a second potion of healing,
I don't know who Jake's pointing at.
Oh, Jake, who are you pointing to? Okay.
oh yeah, so far you have two potions of healing, a spell scroll of first level. And the way I'm going to do spell scrolls, because I don't want it to be too complicated, and you have to know a spell to use a spell scroll of that spell, as I recall. So what I'm going to say is anybody, yeah, essentially it's a free spell slot is what is how I'm going to treat spell scrolls. So if you have cast spells of a certain level, this counts as one free spell slot of that. A third potion of healing, and
They don't, but they have none, which is.
okay, so you have 3 potions of healing, 1 potion of greater healing, and a first level spell scroll. And everybody got 20 gold. You guys can decide how to divvy up the rest of the stuff.
I'll take a potion of healing.
Wait, how many were there?
3.
Oh, 3? Okay.
3 regulars, 1 greater potion of healing, and then 1 first level spell scroll.
Assuming Jake gets the spell scroll.
I'm getting the
I
greater.
don't know here. Go to the other room. Because they're talking. I don't want to interrupt.
All right. And that's the treasure. Congratulations. All right. Well, anybody have any parting shots before we get off today?
Good killing stuff with you?
Good killing stuff with you.
Happy gaming.
Indeed. You as
All
well.
right, guys. Well, adios, adios. We'll chat in the group chat to figure out when we're going to play next. See if it's something we can swing either later in the week or more likely like Sunday or later. We'll see. We'll all talk. We'll see what everybody's schedule is.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. Later, everyone.